is Benji Cole, son of Al Cole from CBS Radio and host of the syndicated talk show, People of Distinction. A talk that gives you an in-depth view of some of the most dynamic, intelligent, and successful people on the planet. Run to our website, alcoleenterprises.com for more info. Email me through benji@alcoleenterprises.com if you'd like to get involved with what we have going. And as always, please continue to like and follow our broadcasts. People of Distinction is internationally syndicated solely due to the love and support that you all continue to give. We're available across all major distributors, and as long as you keep following, we're going to continue to put out the content. Now sit back and strap in, because on the line with us today, we have the impressive Stanley Light. Now we're going to be discussing Stanley's incredible poetry book, The Ballad of Values at Close Range, Volume 1. Man, it's Amazon, it's Barnes & Noble, Ingram Spark. Man, it is a lot of places. All right, I'm going to tell you, just do yourself a favor and type it into a search bar, people. You're going to be greeted with all of the locations. And let's just point it out really quickly. If it says Volume 1, it's probably a safe bet to assume that there's a Volume 2. And if you assumed it, you wouldn't actually be making a you-know-what out of you and me. You'd be right, because there is a Volume 2. Same main title, The Ballad of Values at Close Range. There's a Volume 1, there's a Volume 2, and you're going to want to grab them both. In addition to these amazing books, man, check out his socials. All right, he's on Facebook, TikTok, IG, YouTube. This is an information gathering, all right, because to purchase the books, like I mentioned, it's Amazon and Barnes & Noble and the like. But for his social media accounts, you're going to be able to follow everything that he's doing and stay on top of it. Now, before I go any further, I want to quickly point out the fact that Stanley was brought to us by bookdomainllc. So for my writers out there listening in, if you've gone through your process and now you find yourself in a precarious position, you find yourself in a bit of a tough spot. Because, listen, you've invested all this time. You've made your masterpiece come to life, but now you need to move it off your shelf. Head on over to bookdomainllc.com and gather all the ways that their fantastic team, they're equipped to help you do just that. And listen, it is an absolute pleasure to have Stanley here on the line. People, what if the values that we need to navigate life, what if they didn't come from a self-help book, but actually arrived as a series of surreal visions? Okay. All right, listen, follow me here, because this is almost like divine intervention. I'm telling you, I'm loving this origin story, because this is exactly what happened to Stanley. Years ago, 25 ballad poetry songs came to him fully formed with a singular mission: to find you. And that's you. That's every single one of you listening in right now. This isn't just a collection of poems. It's a surreal toolkit for the soul, man. I'm telling you, big words, but even bigger poems to be found within the book. Welcome to the conversation about the Ballad of Values at Close Range. Here we go. Stanley, welcome to the network, man, and thank you for being a guest. How are you doing today, sir?
Yes, Mr. Benji Cole. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to do this interview. I want everybody out there, all the audience, to know my book, especially that I need to be recognized as a self-published author.
Well, listen, man, recognition is what you're going to receive, Stanley, and we are delighted to have you here. Let's start off at the foundation here, brother. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and your background.
Glad you asked me. I've always been a profound man-child, leaving my place of residence to participate with neighborhood at a young age, going to school with friends, taking music class to play musical instruments.
Fantastic. Okay. Listen, I love it, man. Okay. So you obviously have a background in music. I'm following you down this rabbit hole. Now let's jump and let's transition here to this book. Now, I want to cover both of them if we can here and just get it all under the umbrella. The Ballad of Values at Close Range. Again, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Tell us a little bit more about the book.
The book are surreal ballad poetry, which meaning the content inside writing is fiction and real. This is based on my interaction in society, environment, my experience. I've always been a person renowned to being knowledgeable about poetry since I was a small child. I just grew up in a community where this was available at that time.
Okay, Stanley, man, listen, let's talk about inspiration next. Okay, let's transition here because I know that there have been a lot of artists that have inspired you. So talk to us a little bit more about those artists.
I can tell you that Rakim, a poetic rapper and from the Bronx, inspired me.
Yes, sir.
1980s, he used to do a lot of rap. Also, LL Cool J, especially Erykah Badu, Maya, and Katy Perry. Those musicians, those celebrities inspired me. I used to go out and I used to go to these retail stores, these merchants, and buy CDs. And I used to listen to all of their music, the latest ones that came out. Right? It really invigorated me, what they were singing at that time. I felt so calm, cool. I was young, early teens. I did this at an early teen, and I really felt good. I used to play for my friends, their music. It really inspired me.
Love it. Hey, listen, man, you're pulling at my heart right now, Stanley. Okay, you brought up Rakim, LL Cool J. We taking it back to the giants of hip hop, right? Erykah Badu, Maya. Man, you a soulful brother. I love it. Okay. So I'm right there with you, man. Now, sticking with inspiration. Now, we talked about artists that inspired you in particular. Well, let's transition now, but still under the umbrella of inspiration. What type of inspiration helped you create this particular book?
Erykah Badu. I would have to say her. I've been listening to her for at least since she came out. This is like in the 90s or so, late 90s. I really began to hear her voice. And up to this day, her voice, just what she says, and she does mostly poems, poetic music, it really touches me deep down.
Right.
To my soul. The kind of music she sings, it really does.
Well, listen, Stanley, I know a lot of people out there, man, are going to be able to vibe with what you're saying because she is a giant in her own right and definitely a force to be reckoned with. And I know a lot of people can recognize that, what you're saying, man. Listen, your poetry, I think, is something unique, but it offers some assistance. It offers a great guide and really a lot of great information for its readers. Are there any tips that are discussed in the book that you can offer our listening audience right now?
This is not just any written, recited ballad poetry. This is for the audience, giving audience guidance through life everywhere, literally.
And what type of research did you do in preparation for the book?
Current events, entertainment, lyricism, the real poetry. That is what I went in depth for doing this research to complete Volume 1 and Volume 2, The Ballad of Values of Close Range.
There you have it. Stanley, what was the highlight for you throughout this process, man?
Poetry lyrics.
What are you hoping to see people do with this book once they pick it up?
I think a person finding to have this ballad poetry in their possession should read, listen, whenever having any kind of emotional moment, literally.
There you have it. People, listen, man, I'm telling you, this is a book that you need to add to your shelf. Once again, it's entitled The Ballad of Values at Close Range. Remember, there's a Volume 1 as well as a Volume 2, and you want to add both of them to your shelves. In addition to these amazing books, make sure to follow him on all of his social media accounts. He's on Facebook, TikTok, IG, as well as YouTube. I'm telling you, stay involved with everything this man has going on. Stanley, this has been an absolute pleasure, man. Once again, thank you for being a guest on People of Distinction.
I have had a spectacular time introducing my book in front of the audience.